we can. In the meantime, this is another breaking story we can bring you in the news hour out of Yemen, where a presidential panel has agreed to turn the country into a 6-region federation. So says the state news agency there. Final approval was given at a meeting headed by the President Mansur Hadi and including representatives of Yemen's main parties. Let's go to our correspondent Hashem Ahelbarra with me now in the studio. Is the surprise that this is being made up of 6 federations rather than 2 federations, not the fact that the country is being split up?
Well, it shows that they're still going to face loads of problems in the future. The decision today is a cornerstone in Yemen's transition to democracy. But then it shows that people in the north who consider themselves the political elite in Yemen still insist that they have to become and stay as a majority, and therefore they were granted 4 provinces in the federal system. Will people in the south accept that? I don't think so, because Southerners have always been saying we can't accept such a system.
Let's just go back one step for those people who haven't followed this that closely. Why is the country being split up?
Well, before 1990 there were 2 countries, north of Yemen and south of Yemen. One is a sort of tribal traditional country. The southern one was a Marxist-Leninist country. They joined in 1990 because history, the collapse of the Soviet bloc, and they decided to form one country. 4 years later, people in the south said, no, we're sorry, we're not going to be part of that country because we've been discriminated against, undermined, sidelined by people of the north. There was this mass protest movement against President Ali Abdullah Saleh, and people in the south said, well, if this is a new beginning, it has to be a real new beginning. We want our state back. We want to break away from the north. To try to bridge the gap and bring all the factions together, it's quite obvious that Hadi, along with the United Nations and major brokers like the Americans, are trying to find a solution that could please both sides. A federal system with 2 provinces in the north, 2 in the south, 4 in the north. It's normal because you have 19 million people in the north and about 6 to 7 million people in the south.
And we talk about insurgencies in different parts of Yemen. Is this going to fuel those, or is there any way it could actually bring some calm to this country?
Well, you will definitely have the secessionists of the south today saying this shows that we can no longer trust people in the north. Al-Qaeda will jump in, take advantage of chaos in the south, expand its reach as it has been doing in the south over the last 2 years. You will also have the Houthi rebels in the north who have been fighting for more political and religious rights, saying, you know what, we don't want to be part of a federal system, we want to have our own entity. So Yemen is bracing for more problems and more violence in the future.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much indeed for helping us with Hashem Ahelbarra, reported from Yemen on many occasions for us here on Al Jazeera.